We are the Borg. We're currently at war, as always. These Xenos decided it was a good idea to declare war on us with their puny 4K fleet. Not that we have a real problem with that. We can easily outpace them. Let's take a look here. I need a couple more thousand minerals to get our next class of, well, not so much our next class, but our next thing online. Fleet Academy, fire rate plus 10% is actually a pretty big deal. So we'll build one of the main hubs. Are you guys actually bringing in assault troops? I don't know whether or not I should feel honored or kind of creeped out by that. I don't know. Anyway, okay, we got another asset moving in. Yeah, we'll be able to liberate our space relatively quickly. So I don't anticipate any problems with that at all. So good times. Anyway, speaking of good times, I had to work quite a lot lately, so that's why there was no video, etc., etc. So my apologies for that. You know, these things happen, sadly enough. Not much I could do about it. You know, these are some of the things that happens when you work in television, so yes. Really? Hostile troops are landing? I'm gonna have so much fun assimilating all your worlds. How many troops we got here? 4K. Like, that's it? Restart required? Excuse me, Windows? No thank you. Like, come at me, bro. Like, you can't even... What's this? The Kazon. Perhaps there are star nations in this galaxy that are even more worthless than the Borg Collective. Excuse me? Sir. Sir, we can't have that sort of language in my space, sir. What the hell do they even want? What do they want? 666-1337, Aldar. Wait, okay. They want Kobali, Benthos, Krenim, and Kendron. That is not acceptable. What the hell did I just build that was completed? Okay. Really? Another hostile fleet detected? Where? Kendran. Kabali. We can... Wait. Did we already own this? Or did they... Did they destroy... No. Okay. Interesting. So they managed to release it again. I'm not entirely sure why. But the Krenim have taken that world automatically, and I'm not sure how that is possible. It doesn't really matter for us because we'll just drop some more drones on top of that world. Let's put an invader on there as well. Get a little bit more value out of that. Where the hell is his enemy fleet gone? Entering orbit. Excuse me? Excuse me? Where are you going? 420? Where the hell is 420? How many ships you got? It's not that many. Where the hell is 420? Is it in my sector? It should be in my sector. Is it? It's 157. Where is it? Come on. I want to see it. Where are you, assholes? 2.4K. Okay. Why are you all the way down here? Kazon Fleet. For some reason, they've decided to go all the way down here. And now, oh, they're going all the way down here to Fendamar for some bizarre reason. I'm not entirely sure why they're doing that. But alright, I guess that's cool. It won't help them all that much once I've assimilated all their worlds, but yeah, sure. Wait, you guys just purged the planet? They did purge the planet. I'm not sure whether or not I should be impressed or kind of worried about that. Probably not at all. Anyway, for this war, what are we looking for? Let's defend the Mars states, negotiate. What do they want? Well, we can't really do all that much because we never set a thing. But it doesn't matter. We're just gonna go for the capital world anyway. We'll make a nice addition. Actually, we'll make a step over here. What do we got? Ooh, unlocks ship type diamond. Station Chronoton. Ship cost reduced by 10%. Habitability plus 10. We don't need habitability. Let's take a look at our ship designer, shall we? Diamonds. Service diamond, combat diamond. What is this? Okay. Ooh, hello. What if I do this? Like, we get like a whole bunch of... What can we put in here? Magnetronic charge. And with this one, it's all cutting beams. Okay. So we're gonna put sustained cutting beams on all of those, and auto-complete this bad boy to make it a little bit more effective. What's this? Long range sensor stuff. 4.5K as well. Combat diamond. This also means that we're very close to our first initial goal, which is of course the cubes. Wouldn't be Borg without cubes, of course. Anyway, they're about to lose all their shit because they've decided to piss me off, and that is something that I find highly uncool. So we're just gonna go and engage them, so to speak. Ah, yes. Nice station you got there. Would be a shame if something happened to it. I don't know, maybe a bunch of spheres being thrown at it or something. Yes. Yes. That's taken care of. Good. Let's get into orbit around this planet, and then we'll send in the drones. Oh, good lord. They are losing You're a Talaxian. Even more reason to purge you where you stand. It does mean that we get a bunch of new pops added to the Empire, actually. Doesn't really matter. Okay, let's go to the next planet. Their fleet is floating around somewhere as well. We cannot move our troops away yet until they've all been assimilated. Or else we'll just destroy the entire planet. And, okay. Like, this surface area is a bit meh, but what can you do? You will be working in the mines. You're going to be making energy. So let's put you over here. Apparently, the collective assimilated species from the Talaxia. Wow, we get a ton of society, engineering, and other research for this. That is pretty crazy, actually. You are going to go in there. We got a couple of drones in there. Or is that pop growth? Doesn't appear to be the case. Okay, so there's a capital worlds. We will quickly be assimilating that. Still not entirely sure what these guys are doing all the way down here. Like, those Kazon are still floating around. Whatever. Anyway, the invasion's over. We're in the midst of assimilating everything, so... Let's send another troop transport out. Most excellent. I think we have pretty much assimilated this planet. Ooh, we've engaged the Borg. Where is this? It's all the way down. Okay, it's sort of coming back now, apparently. Alright, well, fair enough. Good for them, I guess. And we're going to land our armies ASAP on towards this planet and be done with it. We have new stuff. Look at this stuff. Robotic armies. Starport... commodity building and seed exchange. Seed exchange. That's funny. Army upkeep reduced is always good. Opulent Queen Chamber. I had a look at that earlier, but I'm not really all that interested, so I'm going to go for army damage for now. These Kazon. Where are you going? Entering Uvzik. Where is this? Uvzik. No. Uzik? I don't even know. Yeah, UF Uvzik. Probably going home, I guess. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Ooh, hello. What is this? We appear to have a set of dropships that are about to be destroyed. Yeah, you guys made a mistake. You kind of came to the wrong neighborhood, and now you're going to lose all your ships. So, shame about that one. We're going to be able to destroy their armies quite rapidly. They still have some planetary fortification, which is a bit suboptimal. And the fleet should be able to take care of that. Hopefully. We are losing drones very rapidly, but then again, so are they doing troops. They're only down to defensive troops right now, so... Another planet has been assimilated. Most excellent. Let's start adding some space docks there. Actually, unit complex hub is... Ooh, we can build a diamond. Let's do it. Ooh, we can build 2 diamonds. Let's do it. Like, hull point wise, like, are they better than a sphere? No, they're weaker than a sphere, but they do a lot more damage. The collective is assimilated individuals from the Zal species for the first time. What a delight. Alright, cool. You will be assimilated. A next stage warp age weapon. This tech allows you to choose between 3 specialization paths that eventually will unlock various weapons, sections, utilities, and modifier. Say no more. Alright, cool. We now have 5 spheres and a bunch of scout ships. Oh, there is the hostile fleet that I've been looking for. Offensive assets. You're going to be engaging. Where are you guys going? You're attacking my oh, where are you guys going? Merging with the second and then warping to another station. Fascinating. Alright, cool. You're just engaging that then, I guess. They just have a bunch of shitty ships. Not much you can do. What are you doing, sir? Like, you are aware that we're about to throw a bunch of really big things toward you, right? Okay. But they just jump out. They did indeed. So cheeky. Alright, couple of transport fleets going back and forth. That's the I think that's their alliance fleet? Are they even in an alliance? I don't know. Maybe they decided to build like a fortress or something here. New resource. Ship cost has now been reduced. We don't get anything off of it, but still. Dilithium recrystallization center. Orbital dilithium recrystallization engineering lab. Absolutely. Alright, what we got? A bunch of garbage. Yeah, that's fine. Let's get you into orbit. Let's lower this for a second and then have you guys move in over here. What's this? Talaxian commonality. Okay. The Krenum and the Zal. Okay, are you guys automatically at war with me or what? I don't think they are. Meanwhile, the Fendomar are pretty much useless. There's not much they can do. Oh, good lord. Yeah, the station's getting all the sphere damage. Let's start operations for landing. By the time we get there, they should be ready anyway. So, these two we're just gonna merge. Actually, I need to take a look at the YouTube page regarding the suggestions for planet names that people had. There's been quite a lot of them, and some of them are actually quite amusing. So, this last one, I am going to call Planet LV. Was it 226? I can't remember. LV 426. That's the one. 4, 2, and 6. Perfect. A faction has been founded. The King Primary Leadership Node. In the Order of the Burning Star. What a delight. Cool. Where was I? Ah, yes. Awesome names. Cool. Let's take a look here. What are our options? Okay. That's fine. No, I'm not gonna call it 8472. 9000. Yes. Excellent. Yes, I'm aware that I'm over my planet cap by quite some margin at the moment. But it doesn't really matter. We're gonna put these all in sectors anyway at some point. So, anyway, oh good lord, what happened to the population here? There's not much left of that. Something Borg. Also, inefficient planetary management is obviously causing some problems there. So, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab this here sector and we're gonna add a bunch of planets into it. Yeah, Benthos. We can add all that stuff. That is not an issue. Unit complex in the meantime. Let's upgrade all those assets. Like, our drones are growing slow as hell. But we're going to put a Polaric station on there. Okay, so we have a bunch of more ships being added to the fray here. Ooh, hello, what's this? Have you guys effectively assimilated everything yet? Is all assimilation done here? It does look like it's the case. Excellent. So we will put these bad boys into orbits and merge them all up. In the meantime, we're going to engage the Borg. What do we got? Oh, there's our first diamond is here. I'm not entirely sure what's going on in the center there, but it's a big box of firepower. It also means that these new planets, they get to have starbases attached to them. Starbase needs to have a microfusion reactor, of course. You need a starbase to begin with. You don't have a name yet. Okay. I am going to go for a Star Wars reference with this one. 501. There we go. The Borg. Like right now, I'm basically destroying everything in my path. Look at that, a fleet power of 14k. That is pretty high, by the way, in general at this stage of the game. Naval capacity can be increased, but building upkeep is very nice as well, so we're going to go with that. You, sir, do not have a microfusion reactor for some reason. It is not acceptable. The hub, this unit complex building, still only has one drone. I do not... Oh, wait, no, they have 2 drones. Okay, that's fine. Stuff's happening here, I guess. You guys are not really developing all that well. Energy, and we're gonna put some labs here. All of this stuff. Yes. Energy is kind of important, obviously. Ooh, a power hub. The power hub, it's so bad. 37. Yeah. We're kind of struggling getting a population going with the Borg in general. Like, it's nice that we have all these buildings and stuff, but if we don't have a population to man them with, then we're going to run into some trouble there. Especially considering we're now at -5 in terms of resources. Let's land our armies here. Are there any enemy stuff floating around? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's move on to what's the next planet. We're gonna go to the new capital system. Oh yeah, we're gonna go and completely annihilate the Zal, by the way. I'm not particularly amused by them, therefore I will destroy them all. That's how I roll. Ooh, the Devore Imperium. We are the Devore Imperium. Oh, you're all the way over here. The Devore. Okay, apparently we're now at peace. Good shit. Okay, so that's done, so we can now focus on these guys. So we'll go straight across the galaxy immediately and be done with that. Oh, look at all this stuff that I can get. So we'll assimilate all of them. We have won this war, as it should be. You guys, you can move over to it's so far away as well. Fendamar is really far. Like, it's all the way down the arm. It's a lot of distance to cover. We don't even have transwarp drives yet, so. The Devore Imperium. Interesting. The Devore Imperium. Why have you contacted us? They are authoritarian, xenophobic, and materialist. Fascinating. Ooh, what's this? The Zaltanocracy is... The Talaxians have vassalized the Zal. Really? Because you were down to 1 planet? Is that why? Alright, that's fine. In the meantime, the Vidians don't appear to be friends with anybody, and they are getting themselves a new colony in a very interesting location. Which means that means it's an interesting location to us as well, and we're going to need to rename this planet as well. Ah, yes, this is one of my favorites. This is going to be a special one. Planets. Palnet. Planet. Legend 27. Perfect. Like, it doesn't get more perfect than that. Cool. And we're now once again at a positive energy income. Influence is still a bit of an issue. So what we'll do is we're going to start adding fleet academies at the unit complex as much as we can, because they are definitely worth it. Not Indran's lawns, we don't lodge. Ooh, hello. Let me get to you shortly, darling. Opening transwarp communication protocol with main administrative node. Report from data archive S18 located in sector H10. Assimilation technologies. Main node, accumulation of data resources in local archive has reached a key potential in the field of space-to-space weaponry. Local networks given its almost a 98%, 99% chance possibility of adapting this development for greater use within the collective. However, resources are insufficient to pursue all avenues of development. Input is required in order to divest said resources. Beam specialization. We're not cannon users. Explosives or some asking in 6 months. Right over a beam specialization. Beam weapons have now been increased. Borg adaptive plexus. What's actually cheaper? That's the same one. Engineering. What's this? Habitability. I don't really care. Torpedo warhead damage plus 10% is actually a pretty big deal. So we will go with that. So you guys are not loved by anybody, are you? Okay, we've got one of our survey ships that are out there making first contact and stuff like that. So let's send out these other bad boys as well. Let's try to make first contact with all these species that need to be assimilated. And you guys, because you managed to ruin my stuff. And I do not like it when people ruin my stuff. Especially ones that are about to be assimilated. Say no more, say no more. You had those guys almost had no resources as well. Fascinating little experience on that one. These are all good. These are all good. Our fleet is getting into position. Combat diamonds are getting into position as well. Alright, what can we do here in terms of streamlining our sectors? So this sector does not... You guys are going to need to give me some resources. And you as well. So I'm willing to give you minerals so you guys can actually invest. Oh, good lord. Let's not do that. Let's give you some minerals so you guys can actually have something to work with here. How are we leader-wise, actually? Oh, we can actually get a couple. Agriculture. Okay, apparently we got some Borg drones that really like architecture. Governor. Yeah, so all of these are... Yeah. Sometimes, you know, some of these drones, they really like arts and crafts when they're sitting in their alcove. Just chilling, you know, making papier-mâché buildings and stuff like that. Dreaming of better times and better places. So, you know, then, you know, all of a sudden they become intrigued by the idea of governance as well. And before you know it, you've got, like, papier-mâché buildings on your Borg cubes. And, it's marvelous. It is marvelous when that sort of thing happens. I have also no idea what I just said, so you can ignore every single thing about that. Because that was just beyond ridiculous. Meanwhile, my girlfriend's playing Fortnite. Apparently she found a storm chest. How's that storm chest coming along?
Good.
Yeah? What's inside the storm chest?
I don't know.
You want peace. I decline. First, I'm going to assimilate your worlds. Okay, this one's taken care of. So we will go to this one. Excellent. That's another planet that's added. 501 58008, and we got a new planet, everybody. I quickly need to go in. There's a good chance that this is gonna pop into like sound and stuff. Oh, good lord, I was afraid of that because I was asking here for the names. Okay, let's take a look. Rule. Did I have rule? I have Planet 34, didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. Planet Bob from... Yeah, that's a good one from... God, what was that movie called again? I can't remember. I saw it in cinemas as well. Planet 22. 9,000. Okay. Planet 27. I already did that. 007. Of course. Planet 007. But we are the bad guys. Spoilers for GoldenEye. 008, he's the baddie. Oh dear, I just spoiled a movie from 1994, I think? I don't even know. GoldenEye, Pierce Brosnan's first movie. It's got, what's his face? He also plays Boromir in Lord of the Rings.
I don't know.
Yeah, you should know this.
The one that dies all the time?
Yeah, well, him, yeah.
Sean Bean?
Sean fucking Bean, that's the one. I'm sure like 15 people were like, oh, Jesus Christ, A-Spec, did you not know the name of Sean friggin' Beam? Clearly, I didn't in that moment of time. It's a spur of the moment sort of thing, you know. A lot of this stuff is basically just coming out of my skull, and yeah, what can one say? Let's maybe take a look at our ship designer. So right now we have the heavy cutting beam. No, that's the sphere design. I want the diamonds. Yeah. So right now we're using the combat diamond. But what if I use the one that has all the bells and whistles on it, which is the service diamond? You will adapt to service us. It's cheaper. It's probably not nearly as good. It does have a lot of torpedoes on it though, so I guess that's nice. Yeah, it's not nearly as good. So we will leave that one as is. We now have 9 out of 10 out of 9 planets, so that is a lot. Assimilating world after worlds, so it's a case of growing, you know. Sometimes you gotta stretch your wings a little bit. This planet is this one, so we'll add all of this stuff to this sector. I'm not really interested in the details, to be honest. Okay, so did I actually rename this planet? No, I did not. How could I do something like that? So, but yes, planet H2O. Excellent. So we're still going with number schemes here. I'm sure that everybody is just so happy with that. Let's take a look here. We've assimilated one pop. The nanites have claimed the land. Even the soil is Borg. Yes. Are you implying that even the soil is in fact Swedish? That's what it sounds like, isn't it? Yeah, indeed. Ooh, we can upgrade this. Don't know what it does, but I'm sure it's good. Energy labs. How we're doing food-wise? 51. That's way too much already. So let's swap some of this stuff around. Get some better value out of it. You can go over here. This planet seems to be doing fine. Where is my military fleet? Oh, they're just getting into position right now. So let's just land our armies while we are at it. Oh my god, my phone is beeping. What do you want, phone? What do I got here? Huts Hub has followed you on Twitter. Cool. Okay. Huh. Huts Hub. That's Heroes of the Storm, I think. I have no idea why they are following me, of all people, but maybe because I produced some hot stuff in the past. I don't know. Who knows? Are we invading this world yet? No, because we're just coming out of warp. Okay, fair enough. Yes, my joyous attack ships are over here. Sometimes, you know, the Stellaris UI can be so friggin' clunky. It's kind of hilarious. And meanwhile, these guys are all just like, yo, what up? We're big spheres and diamonds and stuff. Yeah, this fleet is now diamonds. I'm sure that's not a completely worn out joke by now, anyway. 19 months for the body of the queen. So I guess that's nice. But we will assimilate this world. But the main thing is we kind of need to have the Krenim, the Kazon start, you know, colonizing worlds over here. So I can stretch my legs a little bit more, so to speak. Effectively, I'm farming other species. Is this a nice thing? No, no. One can argue that it's not really a nice thing at all. But I am also not a very nice person, at least in this game. For we are the Borg. We're going to wrap up this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take good care of yourselves. And prepare to be assimilated.